Right.
And suddenly productivity goes up and the economy is going, growing at a faster rate. When that happens, we'll be fine as an industry. But that's, to me, the moment, right? So us self-claiming some AGI milestone, that's just nonsensical benchmark hacking to me.
The real benchmark is the world growing.
Right.
At 10%.
Okay, so if the world grew at 10%, the world economy is 100 trillion or something, if the world grew at 10%, that's like extra 10 trillion
in value produced every single year.
If that is the case, you as a hyperscaler, it seems like 80 billion is a lot of money. Shouldn't you be doing like 800 billion? If you really think in a couple of years we could be really growing the world economy at this rate, and the key bottleneck would be, do you have the compute necessary to deploy these AIs to do all this work?
I mean, that is correct. And so therefore, but by the way, the balance is like, I think a little bit of it is right now is like, hey, like the classic supply side is, let me build it and they'll come, right? I mean, that's an argument. And after all, we've done that. We've taken enough risk to go do it. But at some point,
the supply and demand have to map.
And so that's what I think, and that's why I'm tracking both sides of it, right? So that's why I think, you can go off rails completely when you're like all hyping yourself with all the supply side versus really understanding how to
translate that into real value to customers.
And so and that's why I look at my inference revenue. That's one of the reasons why even the disclosure on the inference revenue, it's interesting that not many people are talking about their real revenue. But to me, that I think is important as a governor for how you think about it, right? And you're not going to say, they have to symmetrically meet at any given point in time, but you need to have existence proof that you are able to parlay yesterday's, let's call it, capital into today's demand so that then you can again invest, maybe exponentially even, knowing that you're not going to be completely rate mismatched.